Livable down here, bub. I'm pretty sure they say it's Alita's.
They say it's too small for Angelina. All I gotta do is raise a seat on it. Hey everybody, starting my live stream here. Bear with me, I'm just kind of trying to get things situated here. I can't use my watch cam. Okay, so
Come on, buddy.
gotta use my phone so I can figure out how to set it up. Have Grandma bring me a glass of tea, Grant. Thank you, no more. Getting a lot of buffering on my end, so I've been having trouble with my internet. I gotta call my ISP and have them come take a look at it. Hey, Kingpin. Working on my first model. Kingpin, I do have something more up your line. Ex-father-in-law. My first wife's father. We actually still get along really, really, really good. He still calls me son. But he had a firearm that a little 380 LLAMA, La Llama or something like that. He had it up, got rusted up. He couldn't even work the slide on it. I may do a video on it here later on. I got the slide broke free and functioning. Fired some rounds to it, but I definitely got to clean it really good. Breaks down real similar to a 1911. Wheaton Speed Shop, good to see you, bud. Just doing a little bit of sanding here. I've been sanding this one. Come on, focus. And I've got that. Let's see, where's my camera at? I've got that compared to, you can kind of see the roughness on this one yet. I don't know why. Bear with me, I'm going to wipe this camera off a little bit. See if she'll focus a little bit better. Yeah, it is pretty good. I mean, it's a pretty neat little gun for a little 380. But I want to get the doors put on it. Got the grill in. My last random live stream I did, or was it the video? No, I just did a video. Last video I did, I got the front grill put in. I want to get the. Good to see you. Glad you can make it. Got the doors. The doors has actually got the quarter panel part of the quarter panel on with them there. You got part of the quarter panel here. So once you get the doors on, I already got the glass in the doors. Once I get the doors on, get both doors on, and then the back of the cab, get it put on, then it's got the roof that'll go on it. And let's see here. And then that looks like it makes the frame for the, see, this would be the front glass here, and then the back glass. I was a little worried because the box said glass windshield and window. I'm like, I really didn't like the idea of them being glass. I'm like, oh shoot, I'll break those before I get them put in, but they are plastic. So I need to get another coat of paint on the back side of the truck. Basically what would be the back of the cab. Mississippi Thunder, glad to see you. Good you make it. Working on the model right now. I think I'm gonna start doing live streams more often. I'm going to switch back and forth between modeling and 2A. I know my next live stream is definitely going to be at 2A. Had a little bit of an issue. I ordered those 500 rounds of 40 Smith & Wesson. He had a boo-boo. He only sent me 250. I messaged him and asked him about it, and he's like, oh man, he goes, I completely messed up on that one. He goes, he got a lot going on. He got a lot going on right now. But he is sending out the other 250 ASAP, so I should be getting the rest of them here shortly. And then as soon as he's got them available, he is going to be shooting me a price on 509 millimeters. Really interested in seeing a video on that airbrush Wheaton speed shop. Airbrush would be nice. I see you get yours set up and actually how to use one. I have a feeling I will be getting one, because once I get into actual good and builds, like I've said before, this build is not for looks. This build I'm doing now is strictly for getting it put together. Get it put together, see what changes I need to make, which I've found quite a few changes I need to make. And I left upstairs. No, I didn't. I brought it back down. I just didn't set it where it should go. How's things going down in your neck of the woods, R4? Mississippi Thunder? We got to talk about mobilizing troops, and there being I think a 10 or 14 day mandatory shutdown. Literally a mandatory stay at home, do not go nowhere. There is scuttlebutt. Anybody in the military will know what I mean by scuttlebutt. There is scuttlebutt going around about they are just basically waiting until they got troops in place to basically prevent rioting. Which I ain't real worried about it. Anybody seen my video of when I replaced my faucet? I kind of left the driveway and headed into town. I'm out in the woods. I'm out in the country. I can hop on the four-wheeler. I can hop on the four-wheeler and go out a little bit deeper in the woods or whatever. I can get food. If it comes down to something, they're doing stuff like that, the hunting laws on what's in season and all that will be out the window. If I need to put something in the fridge, I'm going to go out and get it. I go get a deer, any parts of the deer I don't use. I know some people do, but I don't use the brains and stuff like that. But I can sure use them in dog food. Yeah, I was going to have that issue with this live stream. Doing a live stream, I've got to use my app on my phone. I can't use my Wasp-Cam. YouTube will not let you live stream through their platform until you've got 1,000 subscribers. You want to live stream with less than 1,000 subscribers, you've got to find an app like what I got. There's a couple others out there. Hey John, good to see you. So I was kind of wondering, how am I going to do my phone and still be able to work on my model and guys kind of see what's going on. So I basically just set my phone up. I got it set sideways in landscape mode, and then I just got a bottle of gun cleaner behind it, holding it up. I think I'll let this set and dry a little bit, and then probably throw another coat on it. Tin Can Gardener, good to see you. Yeah, I wish when you get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, you get another tab called Community, and you can basically post just little messages. But I've not got that yet, so I really can't give a heads up on my live streams unless I do it in a video or something like that, or if I'm on somebody else's live stream, if they'll let me. I can say, hey, I got a live stream planned for such and such time. Just Model Garage, good to see you. Working on the Ford right now. I at least want to get doors put on it. I want to get the back of the cab put on it and the roof. Might try to get the hood put on tonight. Forgot I got extra. I need to find my other place I can pour some of this old crap out. Have some fresh water to clean my brushes in. So I probably ought to throw a coat of paint on the inside of the doors. I do need to throw another coat on the outside of them before I put them on. Tell you, this latex, yeah, it's easy to work with, easy to clean up, but think I'll get a whole lot better results if I get a airbrush, if I start using an airbrush, or actually using oil-based paint where I can sand it a little bit better. See, this side I was sanding on. No, I'm not thinning it at all. This is the paint I'm using. I'm just making sure it's shook up real good. And then using it as is. Hey Vanessa Kitty, glad you could see make it. I mentioned earlier, this live stream is going to be more the modeling. I think I'm going to start doing more live streams, and I'm going to flip back and forth between the modeling and the 2A. I was telling Kingpin a little bit ago, I do have a decent 2A video to do. I don't know if I'm going to do a live stream on it or just do a video on it. But ex-father-in-law, we still get along real good. Real good. But he had a 380 automatic that he's having some issues with. So I brought it home and I got it functioning. So I just need to clean it up now, and I think I will do a video on the cleaning. It's a, I don't know how to pronounce it, LLAMA. But couldn't even get it to where you can move the slide, you can function it. I actually took it outside, put a couple rounds to it. There's the hole that the mirror goes in. So that would be the driver's side door, I imagine. Had a few things unexpected pop up today. So I was kind of rushing to get down here and get this thing going at 6 o'clock. That'd be kind of cool there, Kingpin. Yeah, shop cards. I'm really amazed. Shoot, I started doing modeling, talking to you guys, and I've got, I'll say 3 shop cards already. Actually 4, but Ed sent me 2. I think he sent me one of his new ones and one of his old ones. Ed's attention to detail. Yeah, anybody that's looked me up on Facebook, I am getting ready to delete my Facebook account. About the only thing I really use Facebook anyway is when I shut down at night at the motel. I will check in at that motel, and that way the wife can kind of see where I'm at. If she does got to get a hold of me, she can call the motel. Because when I go to bed, my phone goes on airplane mode. There ain't no getting a hold of me. So anybody that's got my number, you can call at any time. You don't have to worry about bugging me. If I'm asleep, you're going to get my voicemail. Let's see. Number 16 is the roof. That's 41. That's the hood. Here's the roof. Hey, Rollis. Good to see you. I'm really surprised. I appreciate all of you. Like I said, not really being able to do a heads up on getting a live stream because I ain't got that community tab yet. I've got a range video planned for Second Amendment videos. I just got one item. Well, I got some of two main items I need to do the video. One I need to get, the other, and I got some stuff around here I could use, but I imagine I will probably pick up some more. Let's just say there's going to be a lot of fire involved in with it. Where you at, John? Ah, you're okay. That's right. That's right. You're up there in Ontario. Hey, Warsaw Patriot. Good to see you. Working on the model tonight. I will probably. I've mentioned it before. Some of them has been in here. I think I'm going to start doing more lives, and I'm going to switch back and forth between the modeling and the 2A. Hey, Kyle. Morning. It ain't morning. You must be a third shifter. Yeah, my range video I got planned, once I get the stuff rounded up for it, there's going to be a lot of fire involved with it. I got one more place to check when I get by there. If I can't find it there, I find the items online I can order. Cliff must be busy tonight. I know the whole country is on high. Yeah, we are definitely on high alert there, Warsaw. Oh yeah, that's a big thing right now. Is that's a big reason they're wanting to take our guns away from us. They want that one world government. Well, once they take our firearms away from us, they can move in with the UN and basically take control and be a step closer to the one world government. I don't know if you can hear that in the background. That's the heater kicking on and off. UN are, excuse my language everybody, but the UN are pussies. That's a big reason they want to use the UN. UN will basically be the military for the one world nation. But they got to disarm us first. I've got a shitload of 7.62 by 54 rimmed upstairs that it'll go right through those Kevlar helmets. Now China's something to worry about. They get involved and they're not the pussies a lot of people think they are. Same way with North Korea. They may not have the technology we got or access to as much technology as we got, but yeah, China, North Korea, the new Soviet Union. Way things used to be in East Germany before the wall came down. Which that was, before the wall came down, that was communistic. That was a communist run. Touch up where I sanded a little bit too much there. But modeling, guys, hang on here a second, let me get my brush cleaned out a little bit. So the paint don't dry on that brush. One thing I've found my next model I really need to do is when I'm putting the models together, I'm going to have to re-glue the engine in there, I see. I need to fit my pieces together before I do anything. And man, that camera just not focusing worth a poo-poo. But see if I can find a good, yeah, that's about as good as it's gonna get. The gap there between the quarter panel and the hood there, the top part, I got that gap there. You can see it on this side too. I need to kind of fit the pieces together. HM scale modeling, good to see you. That way I can sand it down and get the pieces to fit the way they should without that gap in there. But like I said, I am not doing this model for looks. This model is strictly for, can I get it together? Okay, I'll remember that, Kyle, see if that helps. Because I think that's what it's doing, is trying to focus on my face and not on what I'm trying to show. Oh, that ain't the lid I wanted to undo. I want my brush. I'm really liking this glue. I can take the top cap off and basically squeeze it on. Or I can just take the whole lid off. And just brush a little bit on what I need. See if I can get this engine put back down in here again. There we go. I don't think I had enough glue on there to begin with. Hey, Warsaw Patriot, is that two different channels? That's something I'd really be interested in starting to watch, is some woodworking. I ain't great at it, but I definitely love it. Take a chunk of wood and turn it into something. If you got a good lathe, if you're good at designing stuff, taking out the wood that needs taken out, leaving what needs to be left, now that's nice. Warsaw Patriot Woodworks. I will definitely look it up there, Warsaw. I used a wood lathe in high school. Basically took a old table leg. It's about yay long, and it was about, oh shoot, it must have been, it was every bit 5-inch square, and I turned that down into, basically turned it down into a billy club, but had to call it a tire thumper in order to take it out of the shop. Shop teacher asked me what I was making. Okay, oh, billy club. And he goes, no, you ain't. He goes, if that's a billy club, I got to take it away from you and throw it away. Cut it up, throw it away. Oh, this is a tire thumper from my uncle. Oh, okay. I did throw some finish on the tire thumper. Buffering or temporary interruption. Imagine that. Yeah, I got to get a hold of my ISP and find out what's up with my internet. Not working like it should. Daughter's cat decided to join me. Yeah, that tire thumper I made in high school is the only actual woodworking I've ever done. Enjoyed it, loved it. And I'll be the first to admit I'm just not very good at it. Your 30-day lockdown up there in Canada, how strict is it? I'm assuming they're letting you go to work and back. It was kind of slow there New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Starting to pick back up again. With me being on, 4 off, I usually head out my first day with a load down to Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I leave the terminal, I make it down to Hillsville, Virginia. That is 1 hour away from our drop yard in Winston-Salem. I'll take my break, get up the next day, go in, drop my loaded, pick up the empty and head back. I'll make it back to Indianapolis, Indiana. That is approximately 2 hours back to the terminal. I'll get up the next day, which would be the third day, and I can go on in, do something short, or he may have something on my fourth day, just go home and then the fourth day do something short. Yep, grandson's back. He got to come down Grandpa, I bet you. I'll make the steering column on this the same color. And then I'm going to try to get the steering wheel itself as being black. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that video. You watch a few more of his videos. I mean, he's all right. Yep, there's the grandson.
Hey, sorry to interrupt. But, we're going around Toledo. Susan's up there with the boys.
Okay.
I gotta help her with some wheel bearings real quick. He's
Okay.
having problems pushing wheel bearings in.
In the barn or in the flare shed,
Yeah.
I got that pulley drive set.
Okay.
If you take it, just make sure everything gets put back.
I think he's got it set, but he just didn't fed up with it. He's working on it by himself.
And then I got those pliers for the snap rings.
But yeah, we'll be back in 23 minutes.
Alrighty.
Won't be too long.
Alrighty. Hey, have Susan or Larry run me down a cup of tea before y'all leave.
Alright.
Yeah, that was the son-in-law I was talking to, the grandson. I imagine the grandson will be back down here shortly. He can't go with... He's home, Grandpa's home. He don't usually go too far away from Grandpa. Oh, I really want to get these doors put on. And get another coat of paint on the back side of them. Yeah, you said strict. You said basically working back. What about going to, if you need to go to the store or something? You got any gray areas there you can work around, or? Grant, Eugene? Was machst du? Come here. Come here. Come here. You got a runny nose, don't you? Tell everybody hi.
Oh.
Say hi, YouTube. Yeah. Oh, looks like your daddy's bringing down a cup of tea for me.
No. Scrambles. There you go.
I appreciate it.
So yeah, we'll be back 30 minutes or so.
Alrighty. Put that down. Don't you dare unplug that. I'm gonna have to let that dry. I need to get another coat on the back side of these doors before I put the doors on. Yeah, I've got my stocking caps for work. Had just an orange one that I got. They basically gave to us for a safety thing or whatever. Had just an orange one. Had Bulkmatic in black up here. Well, last time I ordered uniforms, I ordered two more. I ordered a black one with the orange, and then I ordered a gray one. And used to be we could not get him to wear a stocking cap at all. And now when we go outside, one, he got to have his hat. And two, if I go outside and ain't got mine on, he won't let me go outside unless I've got mine on too. So yeah, this is just regular iced tea. Ain't got any goodie in it. Who was it again? One of the modeling guys wants to see more driving videos. I'll be getting some more of those out. Our loads that go down to I take down to Winston-Salem, North Carolina to the drop yard. Those loads actually get delivered to Danville, Virginia. We take them down to Winston-Salem and we drop them there, and then the Winston-Salem terminal delivers them. Danville's only about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes from the drop yard, so they deliver them. Well, it's Nestle is what it is. The product they make down there in Danville, Virginia at Nestle, they're actually moving that production to Michigan. So we're going to be going up into Michigan with these loads instead of down into Winston-Salem, North Carolina. That goes upstairs. Here, come here a minute. Grandpa needs to get another clean rag. I can find one here. Yeah, that'll work. Let me get that booger monster. I got the booger monster. Take that back upstairs. You ever get a lot of stuff from foreign countries? Sorry, I had to take my eyes off the screen there, Warsaw. Grandson had a runny nose. Who you talking to there on the other stuff from foreign countries? Wheaton Speed Shop. I ain't seen him chime in a little bit. I don't know if he's still here or not. Spunky 739, y'all on here yet? Warsaw Patriot, what we do, I pull what's called a pneumatic tanker. Tanker that would pressurize. It holds flour, starch, sugars, plastic, stuff like that. Mainly mills and stuff here in the U.S. is where we load. Big Country Creations, good to see you. Our grandson's got his robot. You're supposed to take it upstairs. No. Yes, that's empty. That's ucky. That goes in trash. Yeah, I've been with this company almost 7 years. Like I said, pulling pneumatic tanker. Now the company I was with before it, I pulled liquid food grade tanker. Ah, okay. Yeah, I kind of figured just kind of sitting back there. You said you're gonna be getting things set up, so. I don't know, I may just get these doors put on. I need to get down here and just do some painting. Get some items painted up. That way when I go to put it together, I can get it put together instead of having to take the time to paint it and then put it together. Tell you, this acrylic paint I got, it really doesn't take long. And granted, it's still a little tacky, but it really don't take that long to start drying. Ex-father-in-law also sent me home with one of his 12 gauges that needs cleaned. He got an issue of where he was storing them. He had them in a gun safe, but it's one of the cheaper gun safes, kind of like what I get. They're nothing to control humidity or anything like that. They're not insulated. And a lot of moisture. 12 gauge rusted up pretty good. So I'm going to be taking this 12 gauge apart, cleaning it. I believe it's an old Remington. And then he wants me to clean his Arasaka. He got an Arasaka that actually came off the battlefield in World War II. A lot of those Japanese rifles after the war, they got a mum, the flower called a mum, stamped on it, and that signified that it was property of the Emperor of Japan. Well, after the war, and they started distributing these firearms, the policy was that mum had to be ground off. My ex-father-in-law's got one that's still got the mum intact on it. But I'm just doing light coats. So, I mean, it's drying. Still a little tacky, but it dries up pretty decent. That car will come clean. Same thing happens here. I'm going to either today or tonight after my live stream, maybe tonight or tomorrow. I've seen it once, but it's been a while. I'm going to watch The Patriot. That's a really, really good show. Hey, did Mopar Nut make it and I not see it? Guys, bear with me just a second. I need to dump out the dirty water. Just around the other room. I will be right back. With everything that went on today, I should have picked me up a 6-pack. And clean my brush a little bit better now. And did I get too much water? I get some water down in that. Yeah, ain't too bad. I don't want to thin that out too much. I'll add a little more paint to it. Hey Mopar, good to see you. I know Spunky 739 was on here. Wheaton Speed Shop was on here. I like beer. I like drinking a beer. But I usually, 6-pack will usually last me a year. I'm usually always carrying. So if I go out to eat or whatever, go to a restaurant that's got, like go to a steakhouse or whatever, where I really want to get a beer, I can't because I'm carrying. Medium gray. There's my black. Since I just need a little bit of this. But yeah, I mean, I like beer, but being able to carry a firearm is more important than drinking a beer, so. Struggling beekeeper, good to see ya. What part of West Virginia you in? I run 77 from Charleston down to Bluefield all the time. I think it's Bluefield right there at the Virginia line. Well, I actually catch 64 over there by Nitro. Run 64 over to Charleston down 77. You know, I am a big component on the Second Amendment is our right to carry. But I go ahead and I do follow state laws just for the simple fact that if I try pushing the issue of the Second Amendment being legal, that's what the law is, it's just going to cause more headache and get me in more trouble. So even though I don't agree with it, it's a whole lot easier just to follow the law on that one. Morgantown. Trying to think of Morgantown. I know I've seen the signs from Morgantown. Hey, it works. It works. I thought it wasn't too bad. Granted, like I say, if I was going for looks, I'd probably be doing this a lot differently. Okay, Northern West Virginia. Okay. You're up there by I-90 then. I can't think of the name of the town now. They got a TA up there that's, I don't know if they still do or not. Used to have a truck show every year. Yeah, I don't get up that way anymore. Used to be when I was with the company before this one. I was up there all the time. Been up there in Cliffs area a whole lot, but like I said, don't get up that way anymore. Yeah, that's gonna have to go back over that gear shift. Trying to set this up here so I can. Okay. Even if I just get some of these parts painted where I can come down tomorrow and get them put on, that'll be better than. I would like to be able to sit down, come down of a morning. Hey, Spunky, good to see you back. Not a problem. I've had that happen more than once. Phone call come in. Speaking of which, I probably should have put my phone on Do Not Disturb. That or even put it on airplane mode and then turned on the Wi-Fi. That way I didn't have no phone calls coming in while I'm doing my live. I get a phone call come in, I'll just have to ignore it. But I'll be back to work Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Plan on doing a video, walk around to the truck. Basically go over as I do a pre-trip. And then if I can get my head mount working on the showing I'll do a walk around to the outside of the truck and then kind of the inside of the truck. And if I can get the head mount to where the wasp cam is showing what I want to show, a little bit of the functions on the truck as far as what the dash shows, as far as the falling distance, how it beeps at us, and lane departure, and the cameras in the truck, and all that good crap. Okay, let's see what we got here. This is a right side door. I basically need glue there and there. I don't know if I ever did a paint booth, I would probably literally do maybe the 2x4 frame. And, hey, cat. Basically 2x4 frame and put some bisqueen up. I don't want too much paint, but I want enough. Let's see if we can get this to hold on there. Yeah, this is a 1/48 scale. I don't think I'd want to go any smaller than this. I did find a truck I'd really like to get, but it was a 1/64 scale. And I ain't ready to go that small yet. I had a 68 Impala growing up. The 68 Impala I had growing up, of course, I got it from a dealership, but the guy that actually sold it to the dealership was out. No, this way, Grant. Yes, I know you want to get into all Grandpa's stuff. You can't do that. But he was basically, he had it set up for drag racing. It was street legal, but he had it set up for drag racing. Like I said, 1968 Impala. Had the 307 in it, which 1968 was the year that came out 307. But he had 1/4 inch lift cam, 10-to-1 dome pistons, Triple deuce. Or no, that car, the Impala had 2 Holly 4-barrels on it. 2-speed power glide transmission, sway bars, posi rear end. I had that the year that basically those Mustang 5.0s, that would have been 89, 90, when those Mustang 5.0s came out. And of course, the rich kids, mommy and daddy bought them a 5.0 for graduation, their birthday, Christmas, or whatever. Would stop at a red light on Keller Drive there in Effingham, Illinois. Actually, it was Henrietta. It was before it got turned into Keller. But they'd pull up beside me and rev their engine. Body of my Impala looked like it'd been through a demolition derby. But they'd rev their engine, they'd chuckle and they'd laugh and they'd snicker, and I'd ignore them. And then they'd rev their engine again, and their girlfriend sitting in the passenger seat would be snickering along with them. Said 2-speed. Can't even talk. 2-speed power glide in that Impala. I'd go ahead and drop her down and low, and that light turned green, take off. And we got away with it back then, but we'd run from where Fayette meets Keller or Henrietta there in Effingham, Illinois, all the way out of town to where Route 32 goes north, and I'd be sitting there waiting on them. That is, unless I couldn't get it to hook and I sat there and spun my tires. Because it would definitely smoke the tires. Hey, Cliff, good to see you. Not sure how long you've been on here, Cliff. I seen one guy mention you, but didn't see nothing about you being on there yet. But I got one door put on. Getting ready to put this second one on, and like I've stated before, anybody that's just hopped in, this model build is not for looks. I am not doing this model for looks. This is strictly for me to see, can I get it together? Some of the small parts, like the steering wheel right here, am I going to be able to get that glued on and it stay? Don't give me a big head there, Cliff. I know it don't actually look good, but like I said, this is strictly, this first build for me is strictly, can I get it together? I was showing the other guys. See if I can show it here. One thing I've noticed is my next build, if I can get it to focus there, the gap in between the quarter panel and the top of the hood there, I got that gap. My next build, I need to kind of fit the pieces together to see where I need to sand them. That way they fit the way they're supposed to. That is the big thing I've noticed during this build. And then my next model, before I take any pieces off the tree, hey, there's my differential and drive shaft. Before I take any pieces off the tree, I'm going to take it out like I did the rest of these. I'm going to hang up, I'm going to hit them with a coat of primer. Yeah, Mopar, this is my first build, and I did a build back, I was probably 15, 16 years old, maybe even only 14. I put a model again together back then, but I didn't even put the whole thing together. It's basically the frame. I put the stuff so it looked from the outside, it looked like it was basically put together, but that was about it. Kind of painted it up. I think it was a level 2. But as far as actually building to that I'm interested in getting into it and doing it on a regular, I don't know if you call it a regular basis or what, but actually doing multiple models, this is my first build. Give credit where credit's due. Adds attention to detail, got me interested in it. And then I started watching GI Scale Mechanics live streams. Cliff started watching his live streams. Got to talking with Spunky 739, Mopar Nut, some of the other guys. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to do it. It's time to do it. Time to bite the bullet and do it. If anybody's seen my video, I thought maybe it was going to be about a 10-minute video and it ended up being over 30 minutes long, but my last video I did down here building, I kind of showed this room back behind me. I want to get cleaned out and get set up. I get my shelves put up, that way I can keep my Second Amendment video stuff, my gun stuff, separate from my modeling stuff. Because right now I've everything kind of shoved together. This room I'm in right now, I did have it cleaned up. I could have did it in here, but '78 Firebird. I bet that was sweet. A 1/16th. That wouldn't be a bad size. So this one's a 1/48. I think my next one I do that I'm going to try to do a little bit more better work on, I'd like to find a 1/24th, 1/25th. Got online, I was looking up models and I seen one I'm not even going to attempt it. It was 1/200. I mean, that thing got to be the size of my freaking pinky. Can't remember if it was an aircraft carrier or it was either the aircraft carrier or it was an old German railgun. No, the German railgun was, it was expensive. It was like $500 for the model kit. And then I believe it was either an aircraft carrier or a rocket, like the old rockets that went to the moon. Might have been one of those, but it was 1/200. I ain't touching that. I don't care how long I'm doing this, how good I get. I'm not touching a 1/200 scale model. Yeah, like I said, this is 1/48. So yeah, 1/16 would be bigger than this, and that'd be a whole lot easier to work with. Be getting ready to have supper here pretty quick. I know I'll have to go up here shortly and help out. Wife's up there at the grandkids. Her mom and dad ran off to Toledo. One of his buddies called for help. So, at least want to get these doors put on. Get the doors put on. Maybe the back end here. Get the back of the cab put on. Anybody else end up with fingers like this while they're painting? Yeah, the closer to 1:1, the closer it's going to be to actual size. Most militaries 1/35. You know, 1/35 wouldn't be too bad. That'd be bigger than this 1/48. I have found before I got my model, some of the tools I bought. I think I got ahead of myself. I know I'm going to be using, but I don't need right yet. Yeah, you can see the gaps there. My next model, I definitely need to kind of fit the pieces together and sand them. That way I got a better fit. I get this put together. I don't know, I may eventually get some filler, put it down, repaint it, make it look a little bit better. But I'm just, like I said, I'm just worried about getting it together right now. Oh yes, that's definitely something I've seen y'all do that I would definitely, if I get into a couple builds I've seen I'd like to get into, is lighten them up. That is wicked. A-team van. Somebody did a A-team van. That thing is cool. It's got the lights and the sound card on it. Plays the intro to the A-team. Yes, this is glue I'm brushing on right now. Okay, seamless. Yep, got the second door on. And let's see what happens when we kind of set this up here, see what happens. Definitely gonna have to bring that in. Lined up right. I may have to tweak that. Yeah, they're not lined up too bad, it don't look like. Yeah, I got some gaps here. I definitely would have been more pleased to kind of fit them together. And seen where I needed to sand wad at. Yeah, I actually seen I Googled this vehicle, and it showed one that was pretty close to being this color, so I greatly appreciate you joining. Greatly appreciate you chiming in. It was a pleasure. You get you some shut-eye. Yeah, I ain't gonna make this a long live stream tonight. Oh, holy camoly! I've already been on here an hour and 15 minutes. Cliff, you're rubbing off on me. You're teaching me bad habits. I hear a little one fussing. I may end up having to get off here shortly. And go up and help take care of the little one. I hear that. At least I ain't out there shooting up unpatriotic idiots like I'd like to do. I was talking about kind of my next build, putting things together, see how they fit, see where I need to sand and stuff. I'm assuming you guys do that too. You guys already a step ahead of me on that. You already know to do that, don't you? Wondering if I ought to put the front windshield in first. I bet you I ought to put live stream. It took me wow. That's not going to fit too bad on there. I bet I ought to get the rear windshield and stuff put in before I No, Wheaton, I think that may be on my end actually. In my live stream, I've been having some issues with my ISP. I actually need to get a hold of them and see what's up. I am not getting the upload or download speeds I'm supposed to get. I'm actually only getting about a tenth of what I should be. So I think a lot of that buffering's on my end due to my slow internet. No, I got Frontier. Hey, I think I'm going to wait on those windows. I think I'm going to wait on them windows. Let's see if I can find my hood again. There's the hood. And of course, I didn't get it painted up yet. How much of that do I need to keep on there? Hood is supposed to be one you can open and close, but I don't think I'm going to do that yet. Once I get it, I don't know. Once I get it on there, I may leave the I may leave the hood that gray color. That don't look too awful bad on there. If I just got to get her, so I can figure out how to get her on there. Yep, that little one is really fussing. I can want to spread out my fenders a little bit, but basically that don't look too bad, that gray on there. Hey, Wheaton, glad you can make it. Yeah, I think I'm going to be hopping off here pretty quick. Got a little one upstairs that's throwing a fit. The other house up there taking care of the kid, and still ain't got supper going yet, so I need to go up there and help with taking care of the kids so get supper done before it gets too awful late. I generally like eating supper around 5, 6 o'clock, but it's already 7:18 here, so. I heard that. But, hey everybody, I'm going to hop off here. I'm going to cut this a little short. Got some pieces painted up. I'll work on this again tomorrow, maybe. Maybe do a video on once I get done doing what I'm going to do tomorrow, do a little video on an update. But, copy that, Spunky. If you can, make it afternoon Central Time. But hop off here so I can help out with the kids. That way she can get supper finished up. I'd like to eat tonight. And we will, my next live stream, I will try to get a notification out there if I can. Like I said, without that community page, kind of hard to do. But I'll get the word out best I can. I'm thinking Thursdays maybe. Thursdays may be a good day. Of course, there will be some Thursdays I'm working. And I may be doing them from the motel room. Which those would definitely be 2A live streams. But we'll hop off here. Greatly appreciate you all jumping in. Without you guys, I wouldn't be doing this. And I'm enjoying what I'm doing. So we will catch you all on the next live stream, the next video. Y'all be safe out there. Anybody that is Second Amendment friendly, always carry. Watch your six. Watch your back. Things are getting hairy. And we'll catch you on the next one.